honestly, what the...
I tell my people to be prepared for a month or 2 months.
Oh yeah, I would say that's at least a month.
Minimum, yeah.
I mean, that's not what FEMA will tell you officially, just because whatever. But yeah, it's if it hits, it's gonna be bad.
That's it. Are you familiar with Chris Goldfinger? The really big one article by the New Yorker, he was the one that they based that on. That's what went viral and basically.
Anybody want to get beat in arm wrestling?
He said if it hit right now, like it will affect not only the West Coast, it will affect the country.
Oh yeah. In fact, most of the response.
This is gonna be live.
Yeah.
Just because.
Better not lose.
Yeah, most of the employees it happened. I mean, I remember the Ash Wednesday place we had.
Yep.
Way back then.
Was that next volley?
Yeah, I think it was that 2000?
Bitch!
2001, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It was on Ash Wednesday.
Run it back.
That happened kind of right in the middle of the morning hours.
Yeah.
So you just had to drop 5-5, overpasses, 4-5, bridges. That happened at night, nobody would be able to come to work.
And that was only a 6.7.
Getting it.
That wasn't that big.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is there a way to get in touch with whatever phone number I could and nobody would? I mean, people just kind of give me the runaround. I'm just
Anybody else?
journalist trying to. I want to warn people because I don't think people realize how serious it is.
No.
You know, I can't give out information.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell you where to look, though. It would probably be your the media relations people.
Yeah.
And I would just pitch it as, hey, I'm a local journalist. Can I get a hold of someone for an interview, schedule something like that? Other than that, I don't know if I can tell you much. But,
Yeah. Why do they need so much land? Why do they have like a super huge,
honestly,
open field?
Because in the 50s, the Army had this as an old Nike missile base during the Cold War. And when they shut down all the Nike missiles, they were like, well, we have all this land, we don't have to do with it.
Did they fill in the missile silos?
Oh, yeah. There weren't silos. There was,
Getting it, knitted, getting it, getting it.
they call it a magazine, I think it was.
No! Dude!
Like
I hit the fucking button and it asked me if I wanted to leave. Rematch that. Fuck!
In fact, the command and control is over at Park. Up here, I forgot the name of the park.
So, another reason I came here
That
is
shit hurts.
subscribers said that they saw like just tons of white trucks and all sorts of stuff.
Wow! Did it again!
Okay.
This is kind of our overflow parking
Dude,
lot. If we have big
what the
disaster
fuck?
drills or anything,
Run
we
it
can
back.
park here.
Do they do drills with tents and stuff here too? Yeah, okay. I figured as much. I mean, the thing I keep telling people is like these drills. Were you working for when Cassidy Rising was being done?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the biggest drill, I think, ever.
It was a big one. They had National Guard, military, DOD.
Yeah, you don't want to do it again because your hand hurts like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, it was pretty big. There was a lot of starters there.
Son of a bitch, how'd you beat me with your cheating ass? Your cheating outfit. With some cheats going on, buddy?
Well, actually, I've been telling people, so FEMA's not going to just
Got
grab
them
you out
cheat
of
codes?
If a major disaster happens...
Alright, if you
they
guys
might
want to
have
make some
do
money,
something
join the
because of
clubhouse.
looting and because
And join the beer gang when I send it out.
Yeah,
They couldn't do it.
yeah.
I'll be honest, there's not enough stuff here. They have no supplies here to set up even a refuge.
They have the room, I guess it's
They
just
have
not
the
the
land.
supplies.
That's basically it.
They would have to basically go off of like donations and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, they don't have any plans to go here.
I think this area, is, when it does hit, it's going to be... I'm glad that I'm not on the waterfront.
Yes.
Like, people don't realize it's going to be a tsunami, guaranteed.
From what I've heard, and this is not coming from FEMA, this is coming from other sources, but it's pretty much everything west of I-5 is going to be covered.
Yeah.
So.
Well, actually, that was like a FEMA quote, but I think that was before they kind of addressed it.
Yeah.
That's
Alright, everybody join the beer gang. Let's go.
I have all my family up here, and it's like,
yeah. I had family down in Aberdeen. We just finally convinced them to move up closer, farther off the seaboard.
yeah, no, I mean, we moved from South Park. Up
We're all riding
way
bikes.
up
I
here,
hope
yeah.
you got bikes.
I mean,
Yeah, right here we're on top of the hill, so it's pretty decent. But yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Food's gonna go down.
You hear him? It's gonna be nasty.
They're running out of food in 12 hours.
I felt really awkward. I was kind of in the entrance just getting like the 100% ID thing, and a guy came in and he's like, can I help you with anything? And blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I'm just filming outside of FEMA.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, it kind of is suspicious, and so we at least want to check on you and see if you're not.
Yeah.
About half the guys.
Were you told to check on me?
Yeah, he came up and told me that.
Oh my gosh.
About half the people that film us are the crazy, they have mind control antennas and they're here to kill us.
No, that's not me.
And we're like, dude, man.
I just didn't want to.
Mind control antennas, and they're here to kill us. Alright. Sensationalize that. What the fuck?
No.
As long as you don't do that, we don't care. It's legal.
Yeah.
We don't care my ass. You
No,
report
my
people
main
for that.
is to prepare people for the Cascadia subduction zone.
No, I think it's a great plan. What's your, you have a YouTube channel and stuff?
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel? Look it up.
No problem.
I was worried about temptating myself. I've got a bug out there.
He's gonna give him a fake
Well,
channel.
Me and my buddy, UNI
Ha!
ROCK. Unirock.
Unirock.
Like you and I rock.
You and I rock.
I'll have to look it up.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
What the fuck? He gave him you and I rock.
I don't want to get like, yeah. Right when that guy saw me, it was like, yeah. I got the hint. I was like, no worries. Yeah. Is there anything exciting that, like, drills that are coming up, or not really?
I'll be honest.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
We have a few people that respond to stuff. Most Facebook.
Okay.
I hit them up a bit.
All right. Well, thank you. Are you guys hiring, by the way? Yeah. Like just working for FEMA.
FEMA's contracting out ex-military
you
dudes.
have to have a background. Gotcha. Yeah. That would be cool. All right. Hey, that would be something I would like. All right. Have a good night, Sam.
Unirock. It's you and I rock. Ha! I'll be right back.
I'll just tell you right now. So I was fumbling, I was shaking, I couldn't get the damn gimbal on. I kept pushing it, and then I was like shaking. The guy saw me and he says, "You need to remove yourself right now." And I wasn't even inside. But that guy was super nice. But yeah, I knew, like, right when he was pulling around. That's why I went live after that guy, 'cause anyways, I feel bad. I wasn't gonna channel? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, Uni. But then, you know, it's going to see that and see, oh, that's not the channel. Woo! I don't even know. By the way, I got time-lapse footage, I got all this other stuff, I got followed. By the way, and I'm not saying that it's mind control and all that. So I told the truth. My thing is preparing people for the Cascading Subduction Zone. That's like my big thing. So I did not lie. But that was freaky. I mean, within 2 minutes, somebody drove up. I have it on video. It was part of my recordings. I did a time lapse. In fact, I did a time lapse from this bus stop, so it looks kind of like this. But it was when the sky was setting, and it was pretty. I ran out of room on my phone.
Everybody come to the business.
When the sky was all crazy, like Sam Spalding or WSO would have went crazy over this footage, like FEMA with this beautiful, freaking crazy, weird sky in the background. I'm still shaking. Like, I thought I was going to be arrested. That's why I put it on live. I don't know if it's legal to go right up to the freaking gate, and then within 2 minutes, I'll show you guys the footage. I walked up, and I took footage of, they have, what do you call it? They have, Humvees, they have vans, they have all sorts of stuff on the other side of the building. Now, so, the reason I'm here, and I told you guys this in my stream last night, I said, 2 subscribers told me that they were set up with white trucks everywhere, tents. I called, they had said that there was like 140 tents. So I called all of the rental companies today. They said a company that used to be called Clowns Unlimited is now All Masters Pro or something. And I found them through the old ad. They rented
well, I'm going to be honest, I don't know where to get those supplies, but I do know who will tell us where to get them if we push the right buttons.
Like I
Find
said,
my pal's brother, Sweat.
Oh, so is it normal to have trucks and all that stuff? He said, yep, that's totally normal. And I got video in the window of FEMA, all over, plastered all over. It says, "Are you Army strong?" So yeah, they said that there's a reserve center here, but whatever. Oh man, that's one for the records. And yeah, he came right away. He looped around. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't think I had the camera facing that way, but he looped around on the golf cart and he went right up to the fence. And then he even, I feel bad. The guy even says like, oh yeah, usually people are just trying to get YouTube videos or whatever. Anyways guys, I'm gonna get in my truck and get the F out of here. Alright. This is one of the riskiest shows I've put on. I never say that. I never just say that for effect. I don't do this just for this and that. People want to say.
Don't kill him.
If you shop on Amazon, you should use WikiBuy. It's a browser extension that automatically compares Amazon's prices with other sellers to see if there's a better price out there. It includes tax and...
Scientists from Russia warned that America is coming. Mega earthquake plus videos. In a new report prepared for Prime Minister Putin,
don't
by the
shoot him.
Institute of Physics of the Earth warned
Gotta
that
beat him.
America in the next 2 weeks is in danger of a catastrophic, proportions earthquake, focusing on the U.S., Mexico, Central, and South America.
There you
and
go.
the region along the west coast of the New Madrid Zone Fault. Scientists have urged government officials to prepare for a terrifying and unprecedented magnitude 9 mega earthquake that would unleash a deadly tsunami with 30-meter high waves, 90 feet.
Nice.
Cascadia and the really big one. Now, I've talked about this a lot, like I just did. 70 years overdue. It happens on average every 240 years. This is what I'm currently making my documentary about. It's taking forever. I literally have terabytes of footage, interviews, 1 in 20 persons in Seattle, which is one of the main cities, and I will believe it was 2.5 people. One knew that there was going to be an earthquake but didn't know what Cascadia meant. 2 out of everybody in the Oregon city that I visited, which was Seaside. So, pretty sad that people don't even know that we're about to have this, and it throughout history, if they're not lying, which there have been scientists in 8 different fields that have confirmed this, and nobody argues about it. That's the thing. People argue all day back and forth about Yellowstone, they argue about New Madrid, they argue about this, they argue about that. Nobody's arguing about Cascadia. They all say it's going to happen. It 100% causes a tsunami, and people go, no, it just couldn't be real. That just doesn't sound real. Japan did not look real, but it was. Those huge tanker ships just flying right into a road. Imagine you're just hanging out on your street, and one of those tankers, 10 miles away from the water, is just rolling down your street, and you're dead. Because you just got hit with 30-foot waves. And in this case, they're talking up to 90, 100, 110. Cascadia subduction zone is a region where 2 tectonic plates are colliding, the Juan de Fuca and the, which is the small oceanic plate, and being driven under the North American plate. So here's America on top, and basically it's going to slide and slip, and bam! All of a sudden North America, well, actually, so it goes like this. This is North America. This is us sitting in Seattle, Oregon, California. This is just going to all of a sudden snap, because now it's locked. Snap! And then all that water from that little triangle space is going to shoot up and shoot out. It always causes a tsunami.
Huh? This or something?
No, it's computer.
No, just tell her I'll fix it.
Yeah, I just thought you'll fix it with that, but I told her that you might be able to help her out. You could charge her whatever you
Where
want
did
to
she come
charge her.
from?
Huh?
Where did she come from?
Oh, she's on my Facebook page.
So it's one of your friends.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of problem she has. If it's a software problem, most likely. A hardware problem.
Can you message her out of your account now?
Here, a minute.
Screenshot her Facebook page too.
all the way down the coastline, the trees, the soil, everything got wiped out. You even have Native American folklore of the Thunderbirds. The local hockey team in Seattle was called the Thunderbirds. I don't even know if they have them anymore. I think they moved them to Tacoma. The Thunderbirds was because they had a Native Americans. They think that this came out of whales being washed up, like a bird picked up a whale and dropped it, 50 miles in. That was why, that's where apparently the Thunderbird whole folklore came from. That's roughly 30 times more powerful than the largest predicted San Andreas earthquake. So just to repeat that, the largest San Andreas earthquake with rock running down the street and buildings falling over, 30 times stronger than that. And I'm not talking about the house. Yeah. But 30 times stronger than what everybody has been expecting and talking about for years. This is one that just was found out about 20 years ago. Researchers suggest that we are within roughly 300 to 500 year window during which another large Cascadia event may occur. The report also warned that further catastrophic earthquakes in Asia and the subcontinent as more than likely.
I'm not gonna die for you. Like, you're not gonna die for me.
I was able to go from 20 overdoses to 80 overdoses in a matter of a month. What happened? It's a waste of my life. It's a fucking waste of everything.
I would say that fentanyl is a horseman of the apocalypse, and it's the one named death. For decades, Interstate 95 has been notorious for its role in the illegal drug trade in America. Stretching from Florida to Maine, this corridor gives cartels easy entry to major cities. We first met Anna 2 years ago. She was a new resident on Baltimore's back streets of addiction.
You do not do that.
You're a ratchet dog.
You okay? A bit of a rush.
Anna was recently released from jail after serving 2 weeks for prostitution, which means 2 weeks of no heroin.
What time is it?
And since then, she claims to have only taken pills.
What time is it? Barely. last few years, I guess nothing's changed, but everything's changed. I know it sounds really weird, but I'm still down here. I'm still jumping from house to house. Still with the same guy. I feel a little trapped. I'm scared to shoot up again, but I know eventually I probably will if I stay down here. I'm not sure if I see my future right now. I mean, really, when I think about it, I don't know what I'm going to do in 3 years. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do in an hour. I mean, all I can do is hope that I will be the right thing, you know, and not what I'm doing now.
Come on, you toaster machines. Join the beard gang.
Run West Baltimore, the epicenter of Baltimore's opioid epidemic.
Scientists from Russia warned that America is coming. Mega earthquake plus videos.
You know what would be great right now? If we still had State Farm.
Could you hit the skip button? This is embarrassing.
But you switched to that cut rate insurance instead. I was adamant about you not doing that.
You can skip now.
Should have stayed with State Farm. Jim has a...
It's just a lie. It's all a lie. They say walls don't work. Walls work 100%. Whether it's El Paso, I really...
That's our president declaring a national emergency. It is 100% unequivocally happening for sure. On a Friday, banks are going to be closed. Let me just tell you that this is a bureaucratic measure just to put up a wall, right? Well, let me just tell you, there's been a lot of people that are prepared for this exact moment, because in the event of a national emergency, which have been signed before, as he said, right? Not a big deal. Nobody made a big deal out of it before. Well, the thing is when these national emergencies are signed, executive orders kick in on top of other executive orders that can totally change the way that we are controlled. So I will just tell you that me and my family, we are going to insure ourselves. See, someone very intelligent close to me said, if you don't want people to think you're crazy, don't tell them to prep. Prepping is associated with crazies. But everybody gets insurance on their electronics, insurance on their life, on their car, on their wedding ring even. But they don't think about for disaster, right? They'll get earthquake insurance, but they won't have a bag with supplies in case that earthquake happens. Now that's just dumb. And during this national emergency declared on a Friday, I'm going to be insured. And I'll tell you what, this is what a lot of people are saying is exactly what would happen. So I hope you guys are paying attention, and I hope you guys realize that it very well could be a bureaucratic measure to put a wall up, but it can very well be something else as well. Be safe, be prepared, and mark out.
Dyson's latest vacuum delivers more suction power than most corded vacuums. It has a battery-saving trigger, and a high-torque motor directly drives the brush bar, automatically adapting power to all floor types. It makes deep cleaning so easy.
So I found this on Zero Hedge. We're going to keep it off of reader mode because in reader mode it clips out everything from Twitter and stuff. Alright, so new Clinton email review reveals multiple security incidents. The State Department revealed in a letter to Senator Chuck Grassley that it had identified multiple security incidents committed by current and former employees who handled Hillary Clinton's emails, according to Fox News. So far, 23 violations and 7 infractions have been issued as part of the department's ongoing investigation, a number that will likely rise according to State Department Assistant Secretary in the Bureau of Legislative Affairs, Mary Elizabeth Taylor. To this point, the department has assessed culpability to 15 individuals, some of whom were culpable in multiple security incidents, said Taylor in a letter to Grassley, adding, DS has issued 23 violations and 7 infraction incidents. This number will likely change as the review progresses. Donald Trump said on Twitter, wow, the State Department said it has identified 30 security incidents involving current and former employees and their handling of crooked Hillary Clinton's emails. This is really big, never admitted before. Highly classified material. Will the Democrats investigate this? Taylor called the matter serious and acknowledged that it was time-consuming. Given the volume of emails provided to the Department of former Secretary Clinton's private email server, the department's process has been necessarily more complicated and complex, requiring a significant dedication of time and resources, she wrote, saying that the department expects to conclude its investigation by September 1st. What's the consequence for these multiple security incidents? An official slap on the wrist, according to the report. In every issuance in which the department found an individual to be culpable of a valid security violation or 3 or more infractions, the department forwarded the outcome to the Bureau of Diplomatic Security's Office of Personnel Security and Suitability, DSPSS, to be placed in the individual's official security file. All valid security incidents are reviewed by DS and taken into account every time an individual's eligibility for access to classified information is considered. The referral occurred whether or not the individual was currently employed with the Department of State, and such security files are kept indefinitely, Taylor added. Consistent with the referral policy for individuals who are still employed with the department at the time of the adjudication, the department referred all valid security violations or multiple infractions to the Bureau of Human Resources. Clinton's private email use has remained in the spotlight as the DOJ looks into potential misconduct in the handling of federal authorities, surveillance, and intelligence operations in 2016. Then FBI Director James Comey said in 2016 that Clinton's handling of classified information was extremely careless, remarks that were watered down from their original draft, but that no reasonable prosecutor would bring charges. It emerged earlier this year that then FBI General Counsel James Baker testified that he thought Clinton should have been prosecuted until he was convinced otherwise pretty late in the investigation. As former Utah GOP representative and current Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz noted, what's bizarre about this is in any other situation, there's no possible way they would allow the potential perpetrator to self-select what the FBI gets to see. Adding, the FBI should be one to sort through those emails, not the Clinton attorneys. This is what I wanted to read.
All right.
United
So,
States
what's
Department
better
of
than
State.
resupplying, I hear
The
you ask?
Honorable Grassley. Here's the letter. June
Resupplying
5th.
at the same time.
Dear Mr. Chairman, thank you for your letter of January 30th relating to the Department's of State review of the handling of classified information pertaining to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's emails. The Department agrees with this review process and has been lengthy and is making every effort to complete its review and adjudication not later than September 1st. As the Department outlined in its May 23, 2017 letter to you, the Department has a well-established process for conducting security incident reviews. However, given the volume of emails provided to the Department from former Secretary Clinton's private email server, the Department's process has been necessarily more complicated and complex, requiring a significant dedication of time and resources. As the Department noted in its May 2017 letter, the Department's review was also impacted by its decision to begin its security review after the FBI concluded its investigation in order to avoid prejudicing the FBI investigation. The Bureau of Administration completed its final FOIA review of the additional emails recovered by the FBI in September 2018 and sent the documents classified pursuant to Section 1.7D of the Executive Order 13526 to Diplomatic Security for its review. DS has underway the investigative process to determine if they were valid security incidents. This is a two-step process. The first step, contemporaneous classify review, began upon receipt of the last set of emails. The second step, DS's review and adjudication process under 12 FAM 550, begins once the contemporaneous classification review is completed. Given that this review is a process, disclosure of detailed information from the ongoing review could impair the investigation. The emails sent through the server are interlinked and frequently overlapping. Although a significant portion of the emails and security incidents associated with those emails have already been assessed and adjudicated, emails from the documents received by the Department more recently may change previous findings.
For your business can be a major headache.
Barges obliterated in Weber Falls, Oklahoma. So there's a video here, and it looks pretty crazy, so I'm going to actually play this here. And what you're going to see is these two barges Mississippi floodway may be open, unleashing 17 million liters of water per second. One of the major barriers that keeps the Mississippi River on its course could be opened for the third time only in history. The opening was a result of the rising river levels and could also flood parts of Louisiana, which would affect businesses in the region. The Army Corps of Engineers may be forced to open the Morganza floodway, a lengthy dam-like barrier that redirects 600,000 cubic feet or 17 million liters of water per second to take pressure off of the Mississippi. The river has been at a high levels since last October as a result of massive rainfalls that have also had a negative effects on crops in the region. Now, we have also covered how this whole thing turned into mass flooding all over the country. It will affect our food supply, everything, and it will affect our prices on food, all of this. Some farmers are out and they're never coming back. Like, their entire farm is gone now. This year has been one of the worst years ever. Barges obliterated in Weber Falls, Oklahoma. So there's a video here, and it looks pretty crazy, so I'm going to actually play this here. And what you're going to see is these two barges just smashed right into this. It's about to hit here. Bam. You can see the power and the strength of the water. And these are steel barges, and they're just getting crumpled against that water. The other one is completely out of sight. In a second, we'll see. I think yep. It's literally tearing the barge apart. That is the power of water. This kind of stuff makes me think about how we are expecting a tsunami. People don't realize it's not like you're in a wave. If you were in a tsunami, it hits you like a wall, like a cement wall coming at you. These are two humongous and very strong steel frame barges. They just freaking eat it. EMP Shield is 100% military tested. This is the world's first and only military tested EMP protection device for your entire home, car, or generator. It protects all phases of an EMP, which includes E1, E2, or E3. EMP Shield provides complete and tested protection from electromagnetic pulses. So if they hit us with an EMP, or as a coronal mass ejection, CME, lightning, and all forms of power surges, home, auto, and generator models are available. If you use the promo code MARK, you will save $50 on all of the devices. You can get that at googlenews.com/EMP, or you can go to empshield.com/MARK.
You want to know what's going on? What's really going on? When it happens, go to markgooglenews.com and get Mark Google alerts along with a Discord invitation where you can find your local state group and get together with the Google fam. You'll find fast friends where you'll share prep and intel, and there's even special groups for former and current military. But don't try and steal the valor of those who have really served. It won't go well for
You've seen enough of it. The Lambos, the houses, the cars. That's why we flash them on the screen to get your attention. But we want to just get this out on the table, okay? The only reason... Which one's you? This one's you. This one's me. The only reason that any of this matters is these two pictures in these $5 frames from Walmart. It is not about all the flashy Lambos and all the money, and I can already see you guys starting to type the mean comments below about this is a scam or this is a whatever. Why are these so important to us, bro?
Because this is what it's about. When you think about like things that you can have in life, right? Money, Lambos, big houses, all that stuff. It sounds amazing. But what's the one thing that you can't get back? the one thing that you can't go get more of, it's time. And these pictures represent the first time that we took our wives, our spouses, our partners out and just spent money on them. We took them to California, and it was a dream because it was creating memories, it was an experience, it was creating something that I don't have to worry about my ROI. I don't have to worry about my profit margin. It was creating something that I'm never going to forget.
Exactly. And Amazon FBA is the reason that we got there. And it sounds like a scam to me. Even
Sky King, do not answer. White snake, time, 50, authentication, Yankee zone. I say again, Sky King, do not answer. White snake, time, 50, authentication, Yankee zone. This is Celebrity out.
Okay, so is that not the creepiest thing ever? More Sky King messages went out. This is a very serious thing. When you hear these, if it's twice in a row, and we kind of showed you how it kind of works and the graph, if there's 2 Sky King messages, just to explain what Sky King messages are, they are a global message that goes out with the NATO phonetic alphabet, and they're basically completely encrypted, and you have to have the other side of it to understand what it's saying. So I think that they send like the one-time, code to decrypt it at the other end. I don't know how exactly it works, but basically there are emergency action messages which could go global, and then there are Sky Kings which are above that. Sky Kings they supersede any other message. So there's a global message going on between different countries, say us and our allies. This message supersedes it. It goes over all radio waves, everything. And what it usually is something to do with nuclear orders. Now, 3 is like 3 in a row where it's like Sky King, Sky King, Sky King. You basically know that that is a type of Sky King. It's like a placement order where like they're telling them to go from here to here. 4 in a row are basically go or no-go nuclear capable orders. Now, if you want to, put the exacts on this, they can be, and that means that it could be a nuclear bomber going from one location to the next. It could be them going from here to here, and then another one to say, no, we're not going to use that. Or it could be just, go fly over this as a drill. I don't know. But 2 is normally a test. That's where Sky King, and it goes, this is a Sky King message, blah, 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 whatever. If it's 2 in a row, then it's usually a test. 3, it's normally a simple order, and then 4, if it's 4 in a row in succession, then it's usually something serious. Now, that doesn't mean they're dropping the nuke bomb on anybody, but it does mean that something of that level is being told what to do. So yesterday, this is the eam.watch.log. Now, this is put on. The thing is people actually put on videos yesterday. I believe there was 5 in 35 minutes, which I don't know exactly how to read this. So we are actually getting an expert to look at this and to see, what is this? These were the messages that were put through. And again, these were on all stations. This one says 3 all stations and 5 from Sky King. So I cannot tell you exactly what this means, but what I have told you before is when we reported these Sky Kings, the next day they told us basically there was nuclear bombers in the Middle East. Now, a couple of the people in our group that have been looking at this said because of the time they were set, it was daytime in the Middle East, that was it. We can't automatically assume that. So I'm not going to assume anything. But I would say this is something that we are watching very, very closely. Because this is where we would hear an alert go out before anything else. So again, yesterday was lit up. If we felt like it was something serious, I would have been fine. I was ready to last night. But again, So that is something that we are watching extremely carefully, and we will make sure to keep you guys filled in on that. And again, get a part of our Google alerts on GoogleNews.com.
Facebook that.
Hey, it's Amy, and I'm going to tell you how I made millions of dollars over the last 4 years from the comfort of my own home.
All of our sources point to the same thing. We are preparing for something huge. What's up, guys? Adam, aka Worm, and this is I'm going to go in chronological order from January of last year, show you without a shadow of doubt that we are about to head into something huge. I'm going to start in January of 2018, and this is actually when I first started covering. So these are only the ones that they told us about, or at least told us about after it panicked residents. January 2018, false missile alert happens in Hawaii. Everybody freaks out.
They got it. We're
January
all good.
2018, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Locked.
They're back, it says. Low-flying helicopters and planes are just part of a military exercise. Don't worry, don't get up. Push that snooze button. February 2018, Palm Beach County, Florida. Another training session at night. March 2018, Phoenix, Arizona, Marines to conduct urban training exercises. April 2018, Manhattan, New York, Night Stalker choppers freak out Manhattan with nighttime low-level training exercise. April 2018, Adrian Dax New York Aviation Brigade is conducting a 9-day aerial training exercise over the Adrian Dax. April 2018, Tatua, New Jersey, explosions, military helicopters cause a panic. Kentucky, Fort Campbell Apache crash adds deadly week for military. That was, by the way, 2019, same area. July 2018, Boston, Massachusetts. That buzz in Boston is low-flying helicopters. July 2018, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, military helicopters performing training exercises at night. July 2018, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, ground-shaking helicopter flights rattle residents with low flights over Forsyth and Davidson counties late Wednesday. September 2018, Maryland Heights, Montana, Army Special Forces teams were doing late-night training that involved a series of explosions and a helicopter hovering around the area. November 2018, Reno, Nevada. Hoorah! Marines were training along Truckee and near West Reno neighborhoods Tuesday night. November 2018, Ogden, Utah. Police apologizes to residents for late-night military training. Army Special Operations had contacted the city's police for a location to hold an exercise. December 2018, Richland, South Carolina. It's not an invasion, they tell the people. McIntyre conducting military exercises. Will conduct late-night, pre-dawn military exercises this week.
Pre-dawn.
February 2019, Hawaii. Did U.S. military bombing cause Hawaii earthquake? Explosions heard. February 2019, Army invades L.A. Black helicopters, loud booms, simulated gunfire, but they're all part of a drill, folks. We're just going to enter buildings, land on top of building roofs and all that. It's all normal, right? In LA. Blackstone, VA, hiring role players for disaster training, simulating decontamination. March 2019, Raleigh, North Carolina. City manager says never again. After overnight Army training exercise panics North Raleigh neighborhood. People actually left their houses, they had guns, they were preparing for the end of the world. Now I want to say some of the things that have happened since June of last year. June 2018, Army is spending $500 million to train soldiers to fight underground. July 2018, the Army is about to get its new advanced night vision goggles. September 2018, Arizona Department of Emergency and Military Affairs, Arizona makes preparations in the event of a catastrophic earthquake, mass exodus drills. So they're actually preparing for people from California to be all mobbing east. December 2018.
They're all going to be coming this way.
Start prepping.
What
Electric grid, prime target of T. Profound threat, says DHS. Report said that it could be a potential of 6 months to a year with no power. March 2019, war economy. U.S. Army orders 167,000 assault rifles. March 2019, EMP executive order by Trump, our prez. March 2019, blackout savage Venezuela's already tattered economy, and of course, who did they blame? Us. Or more specifically, the U.S. April 2019, after a year-long delay, soldiers get their new night vision goggles. And, of course, now, we possibly have the next step, the storm. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm trying to say, please, pay attention around you. They're telling us, but they're being very subtle. Be safe, be prepared, and mark out.
Hey, I just created a professional Wix site for my business. Let's check it out. Go to Wix.com. There are hundreds of beautiful templates. Choose one that fits your business the best.
Alright, welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm live. I'm not sure how to approach this topic. We got to talk about a few things. I'm really excited. I ask that you use discernment with some of the information I'm about to share with you.
Our fearless leader.
Let me make sure, like, I'm live. I want to see the chat. I'm coming to it on my phone right now. Something is happening. I have been given some information, and I'm just going to give you the information I've been given, and you have to use discernment and find the truth, because I'm not sure either. I don't know if I've been given this information to push a disinfo agenda. I don't know if I can trust the information I've been given. So all I can do is share with you the information that's been given to me, and you'll have to search your heart, your understanding, to figure out if it's true or not. I'm going to show you a couple little pieces of information to help paint the picture. The first one, you guys remember the Pentagon came out not too long ago. The Pentagon has finally uttered the words it always avoided when discussing the possible existence of UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and admits that it still investigates them. Let your mind go to that fighter pilot camera that was recorded in infrared of the thing spinning around. What I'm trying to do is show you the disclosure that's happening right now, and it's up to us to figure out if it's real or not. New telescope to investigate mysterious light flashes on the moon. The weird lunar lights have baffled astronomers and even astronauts for decades. I'm going to blow your mind with the information I'm about to give you. You see these little lights on the moon? For centuries, people have noticed odd flashes and inexplicable lights on the surface of the moon. Possible explanations range from meteors to moonquakes to UFOs, but they have yet to be proven. A new telescope in Spain could provide more data and perhaps an answer to the mystery. Okay, this is part of disclosure also. Now, here's where it's about to get incredible. I'm sure you guys all saw this in the news. It's being put everywhere. There's a reason. An anomaly the size of Hawaii is buried beneath the moon's biggest crater. Deep below the lowest point of the biggest crater in the solar system, the moon's south pole, shown in blue in this false color topographic map, scientists have discovered an anomaly of heavy matter about the size of Hawaii. It could be remnants of a 4 billion year old asteroid. Here's where the information I've been given comes into play. I've been told that there's something on the moon. And I think it has to do with this. I wasn't directly told that it has to do with this, but I find it highly odd that this came out this week. The lights on the moon have got a ton of attention last week. In the past year, the Pentagon's been coming out releasing little videos. I'm being told that this is disclosure, and that this thing on the moon is something. I've been told a little bit more about it, but I don't know if it's true. So I'd hate to share a bunch of shit and look crazy and be wrong, right? I've been told there's something on the moon, and they're letting us know. And we're going to continue to get more information about what this is. So it's really, I'm starting to wonder about
what's the storming? Could be
What storm is the president?
When you get a wireless plan, wouldn't it be great to get a phone too? Switch to Sprint and get an unlimited plan with the Samsung Galaxy S10e included for just $35 a month. It's a big deal.
You'll see crime rates spike,